Okay guys, so let's do some color swatching. By doing this, it'll allow you to see kind of what the color is going to look like once it's faded, because when you look at it in the bottle, it looks super dark, but it's not going to heal like this. So let's do some color swatching. What you're going to do is you're going to grab a blank sheet of paper. You're going to write down the names in the order that you're going to be doing them. That way you don't get confused. And then with a Q-tip, you're going to get it wet, not soaking wet, but just a little bit of wet. So get like a drop of water on there. And then you're going to grab the pigment, press it on here and give like a little drop of it. And now we're going to swatch. So this is the brunette, and we're going to start here and then slowly start coming down. So look at the difference. See how much darker it looks like up here? So when you first apply it onto the skin and you soak it, it's gonna look like that. Once it starts to fade, it's gonna start looking more like this. Okay, so this is something that you can show the clients. If you show them the color, the pigment, and they're like, oh my gosh, no, that's too dark. You can always pull this sheet out and show them what it's gonna look like once the scabbing comes off and they fade a little bit, okay? Now let's move over to Forest Brown. A little bit more. There we go. Oh, that might be a little too much, but let's do Forest Brown. Start at the top, come down, and look at that, okay? Now let's do Espresso. So I chose a couple of darker colors and a couple of warmer colors. So these are my darker, meaning more cool. There we go. Now let's start with the warmer tones. These are colors that I would use on someone who's got like lighter skin, some freckles in there, blonde hair, or really light brown hair. And Harvest Brown, or Harvest Blonde. Look at that. These two are very similar. Very similar. Sometimes I find that the Harvest Blonde is a little too light, so sometimes it'll fade and it's not going to show through. So I'll end up adding like a drop of this on, or I'll simply just switch over to the taupe. So that is how you color swatch. Now what I want you guys to do is to do the same thing as I did. Grab a blank sheet of paper, write down the names of all of the pigments that you guys have, do a color swatch, snap a picture of it, and email it to me, and keep these handy so you guys can go back and look at the colors. So these are like a little bit more warm tones. These are in between warm and cool, and this is like a cool tone. See how it's more like a blackish, darker brown, and this is like a caramel, like a medium dark caramel in here. So warm, medium warm, and a little bit more cool.